Okay, baik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning or afternoon untuk anak-anak muda saya. Okay, so hari ni kita akan masuk on our final subtopic, capacitor with dielectric. So inside this subtopic, kita nak tengok how can we increase our capacitance. Okay, so what do we do? Do we increase area of capacitor kita ke, decrease the distance ke? Okay, so we will see inside this subtopic. But before we begin, I want to let you guys know on this part. Okay, so this is the equation for the discharging, okay, discharging capacitor. Okay, bila discharging capacitor, dalam nota korang setahu saya I dia positif tau. IE negative T over RC. Okay, I not lah. Okay, tapi it doesn't make sense banyak sebab untuk charging rupa dia macam ni. And equation dia pun macam ni. But for discharging, you should get patutnya negative, but the negative is ignored. Kenapa? Okay, so inside this saya nak explain lah. Sebenarnya equation kita asalnya ada negative, but it can be ignored. Okay, so I'm going to take you back up waktu kita punya ni. Okay, so this is kita punya charging punya section. Okay, again, current is defined as from positive part pergi negative part, but we know actually kita nak tengok tentang the electron flow. Okay, the electron flow from the negative pergi sinilah negative part here kan. So electron flow kita, okay, pen merah sikit. Pen merah kita dari sini. Okay, so that's the direction of electron flow lah. Okay, basically then dia pushkan kita punya negative sini pergi situ. Okay, however, bila kita removekan battery kita, okay, what would happen now? Okay, now what would happen is kita punya negative part ni will flow opposite of apa yang kita definekan dengan kita punya electron flow initially kita. Okay, nampak tak? First, kalau kita bawa battery, the negative part here, okay, akan will supply electrons towards here, and electron here akan push negative out here. So this is the first part. Okay, but bila you removekan the battery now, the negative part here will neutralize the positive part. So there's a reverse in direction. So the negative, kita punya initial negative from kita punya current tadi comes from that part. It comes from that part. Okay, so the negative sign indicates that as the capacitor discharged, the current direction is opposite to its direction when the capacitor was being charged. So tadilah kita ada negatif tadi pergi pada negative terminal, but now bila dia dah buang kita punya battery, the negative daripada negative terminal kita pergi kepada positive. So there's a reverse in direction. Okay, but for calculation sake, you can ignore the negative part. Cuma nak korang tahu perbezaan dia. So this is for charging. Okay, this is for discharging. Okay, discharging. So ada negative, but the negative can be ignored. Okay, just nak korang tahulah datang sini daripada situ the different inflow of the electron or kita punya current. Okay, so ketepikan tu kita dah habis dah. So let's go into our final subtopic, capacitor. Okay, but let's look at how can we increase our capacitor. So we can increase our capacitor here by actually using an equation of capacitor for a parallel plate lah. Okay, this one. But before I begin again, nak korang tahu, benda ni connected to a battery. Bila benda ni charge, you ada positive here kan. You ada positive here, you ada negative here, and ada electric field. Okay, ada electric field. So usually a capacitor looks like this lah. There are two plates, okay, separated by either a dielectric, okay, dielectric or kosong, air. Okay, just nak tahu dielectric ni apa, we will go into more details after this lah. Just nak korang tahu. Okay, capacitor usually looks like this, and akan ada electric field yang terbentuk lah. Macam saya kata, bila dia dah charge, sini ada fully positive, fully negative. So you have opposite sign of positive and negative, and ada electric field, and there will be a potential difference here lah. Okay, potential difference produced. Okay, so if you want to calculate the strength of electric field, equation adalah E equal to Q over A epsilon naught. Okay, so ini tak berapa penting sangat sebab soalan tak akan tanya pun about the calculating of electric field. Plus kalau nak calculate electric field here, dia tak akan guna equation ni, dia akan guna V equal to ED. Okay, you will use this equation lah instead of this. From here, I just nak korang tahu macam mana kita dapat equation ni. Okay, ni yang penting. This is the important part. Okay, ni tak penting. Okay, how do we get this equation? Okay, this equation is what we call the capacitance of a parallel plate. Okay, capacitance of a parallel plate. So daripada kita punya electric field E sama dengan Q over A epsilon naught. Okay, ni macam saya kata tak penting, just nak saya korang tahu how do we derive this. Derivation pun tak tanya, jangan risau. I just want you guys to know lah. Q sama dengan CV. So you'll get here CV over epsilon naught A, okay, equal to E. But we know that V ni equal to ED tadi kan. So I can expand this E sama dengan CED over epsilon naught A, cancel out the E. So my capacitance dalam parallel plate saya, ni this is a parallel plate lah, ataupun dalam normal capacitor is usually a parallel plate. So C equals to epsilon naught A over D. So apakah term ni bermaksud? Okay, epsilon naught ni is what we call the permittivity of free space. So permittivity ni is just a number that relates to A over D. So sebenarnya it's C is directly proportional to A over D. So untuk buat directly proportional become equal, you bubuh constant kan. So that is epsilon naught lah. It's just a constant number of value dalam free space kita. So usually our capacitor ada free space ni kosong. So the kosong here usually has a number lah. We call that number as the permittivity of free space. Okay. So A is the area of the capacitor. Okay. Area ni lah. So by this relation, you should know that if you have a bigger area, maksudnya you can store more charge. When you can store more charge, you punya capacitor akan meningkat. And what about the D? The D refers to the distance between the plate. Okay, so kalau distance between the plate is more longer, katanya sini and sini. Katalah plates tu kan. So what would happen now? Macam saya kata, this is negative, 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 positive, 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 positive. So the distance now becomes longer. Bila distance longer, okay, bila distance between the plate is longer, you punya D ni is a bit longer. So our V should be a bit higher lah kan. Bila our V is higher, what would happen? I bawa my C ke bawah, over C lah. So when V is higher, C is lower. My capacitor is lower. So nak tahu the distance between the plate, you have longer distance, okay, you punya potential difference should be increased from the relation, and bila V you increase, you punya C pun decreases. Okay, so the distance between the plate, the longer the distance, the capacitance akan berkurangan. Okay, so that's all for our equation. C equal to epsilon naught A over D. So what does it tell you for the capacitance of a parallel plate? So usually the capacitor yang kita guna setakat ni, you just use the normal Q sama dengan CV. But for a parallel plate punya situation, okay, it's better to use this part lah, C sama dengan epsilon A over D. Okay, so this is the capacitor yang kita selalu guna selama ni. This is the capacitor kita guna untuk parallel plate. It's actually it's not that different lah. It's not that different lah. So this is equation kalau kita tak consider the parallel plate, but when we have a parallel plate, we use this equation lah. Okay, so C kita sini is proportional to the area. Macam saya kata, area increase, you punya capacitance increase, you can store more charge. And inversely proportional to the distance. Okay, inversely proportional to the distance, potential difference increases, our capacitance decreases. Okay, and depends on the type of okay, again this kita akan tengok selepas ni lah, dielectric. I want you to know when you insert a dielectric tu macam a substance here. When you increase masuk dielectric here, you punya distance decreases, so dia akan menyebabkan you punya capacitance to increase. Okay, so this is the normal kalau for air, kat udara biasalah. Okay, for a capacitor, bila you masukkan a dielectric material, rupa dia macam ini. C equals to epsilon A over D. Okay, so boleh kita masuk tak about dielectric? Of course. Okay, so what is a dielectric? Sebenarnya sini you can actually expand it into epsilon naught R epsilon naught E over D. Okay, so this is the dielectric capacitance of dielectric. This is the capacitance of air ataupun of free space lah. Okay, and it's equal to kita punya total capacitance at epsilon. But again, we'll go into more details after this. Okay, no worries. So what is a dielectric? Daripada tadi kita cakap dielectric. Dielectric tu increasekan kita punya capacitance. Okay, but what is a dielectric? It's defined as a non-conducting insulating material which is placed between the plates of a capacitor. Okay, so non-conducting tu ataupun insulating material, contohnya rubber, glass or wax. Bila masukkan dalam you punya capacitor yang pertengahan dia, it will increase the capacitance. So how does it increase? Okay, so before we go that, so when a dielectric is inserted between the plate, the capacitor increase by a factor of epsilon R. So usually kita ada C sama dengan epsilon naught A over D. But bila you masukkan a capacitor, so this is you punya plate kan, you punya plate. So you masukkan you punya dielectric here, you masukkan you punya dielectric. You still have you punya free space, but now you tambahkan dengan an insulating material of epsilon R. So kita punya value sekarang ni ada epsilon R, epsilon naught A over D. Okay, so it is increased by the epsilon R lah. Okay, so what is the advantage? Again, it increases the capacitance and it provides a mechanical support between the plate, which allows the plates to be close together without touching the without touching the plate lah. Okay, thereby decreasing the distance and increasing the C. And dia akan increase our maximum voltage V. Macam mana ni? Okay. Okay, so that's the advantage lah. Okay, so now how does it do that? Okay, so usually capacitor, usually dielectric kita kan, dielectric kita there's a combination of charge. Okay, charge positive, negative, charge negative, positive, etc. Okay, so that's a dielectric material lah. Okay, it doesn't have any charge sebab insulator. But bila dia masuk kat dalam electric field kita, dia have electric field positive and negative. Okay, so bila you masukkan you punya dielectric daripada plate kita yang positif negatif, sini pula ada positif negatif kan, dia akan align themselves. So it will line themselves into, contohnya bila you ada positif here, positif here, and negative here, you punya negative akan attracted to you punya positive. So negative positive, and you punya positive akan attracted to you punya negative. So what happens here? Okay, so this is negative positive. Okay, so what happens is you dah ada you punya normal electric field. Okay, normal electric field gitu, E. But now when you have another when you have another, or you insert a dielectric kan, what happens is daripada positif sini pergi negatif dia, there will also be an internal, okay, so this is E naught, so there will be an internal electric field. Okay, so you ada sini E naught, you ada lagi satu internal E, so now our electric field akan decrease. So what will happen? So berdasarkan V equal to ED, keeping the D constant, bila you punya E decreases, okay, bila you punya E decreases, you punya V also increases, which results in kita punya Q sama dengan CV, which results in our what I call so V decreases. So let's say kita punya charge constant, okay, charge constant Q, you bawa C you ke bawah, so Q over C equal to V. So V decreases, our capacitance would increase. A bit pelik kenapa dia kata increase the maximum voltage, but I think selepas ni we'll go into explaining that lah. Okay, but never mind, just nak korang tahu voltage dalam ni berkurang, so our capacitance would increase. Okay, tadi kita kata apa? Our voltage meningkat, so our capacitance decrease when we increase the distance. Okay, so continuing on that. Okay, so what happens now? Bila sekarang ni saya connectkan benda ni dengan bateri, saya masukkan dielectric. So again, bila you tak masukkan apa-apa, sini akan ada negatif, sini akan ada positif. So bila kita masukkan kita punya dielectric, what would happen? Ingat tau, benda ni berlaku, current flow, dan at one point current dah tak flow, voltage V0 will be equal to voltage C. Okay, bila the voltage produced here equal to voltage produced here, no more current will flow, that's why kita punya current akan jadi steady menurun. But when you masukkan dielectric inside here, what would happen? Again, E decreases and V also decreases. But sebab kita punya current here, okay, saya faham kenapa maximum ni meningkat. Okay, sorry, terbendung. Okay, bila you masukkan sini, you punya E dengan V decrease. So sekarang ni bila you masukkan dielectric, V of C akan decrease. But remember, because it is still connected to a battery, okay, dia punya VC decrease ni will slowly increase back up until kita punya VC equal to V0. Okay, so kita punya V here remains a constant, but because kita punya memula to decrease, okay, memula to decrease but then it increases back, kita boleh katakan the maximum voltage increased a bit lah. Tapi in actual theoretical sense, the voltage will remain constant lah. Okay, in here sebab kita punya battery here bila insert, ingat bila battery insert, kita punya V0 of the battery akan equal to VC for the current to not flow anymore. Okay, so E decreases, so does V, but because the circuit remains connected, the charge are able to flow up until kita punya VC equal to V0. Okay, so V kita remains a constant and C also increases. So daripada Q sama dengan CV. Okay, so sebabkan kita punya capacitance meningkat, okay, V sini is a constant, so charge kita pun increases. Okay, so that's why the charge increases. Okay, ni lupakanlah this part, lupakan this part. Okay, maximum. Nanti saya jumpa, saya explain balik, but lupakan that part lah. Just nak korang tahu, bila ada bateri, you masukkan, voltage dia berkurang, but it will increase back up until it is the same balik. Okay, so bila battery is connected, you punya volt adalah constant. Bila you disconnectkan battery, the charge dalam ni would kekal sama lah. The charge here takkan increase or decrease sebab bila you masukkan battery tadi, charge kita meningkat kan. Charge kita meningkat sebab kita ada elektron bergerak here towards the negative plate. But bila you buangkan battery you, okay, the charge remaining there will be constant. Okay, so about our dielectric constant tadi. So dielectric constant bila you masukkan a dielectric between the plate, okay, akan ada value of epsilon R. Okay, epsilon R. So for us to define apakah benda ni, which is the dielectric constant, epsilon R ni is actually equal to the capacitance selepas you masukkan you punya dielectric over capacitance udara. Okay, capacitance udara, okay, equal to the ratio of the capacitance selepas you masukkan dielectric over the capacitance of just air lah. Okay, so it is unitless. So that's the definition of dielectric constant. Okay, it's a ratio of the capacitance with the ratio between the capacitance of a given capacitor with space between the fluid filled with dielectric C and the capacitance of the same capacitor in vacuum. Okay, bukan vacuum here tau, actually it's in air sepatutnya. Okay, ada perbezaan air dengan vacuum. Okay, so bila you dalam vacuum sepatutnya you tak ada air lah. Okay, but itulah, okay, it's not sepatutnya dalam vacuum, but it's supposed to be in air lah. Okay, supposed to be in air. So for a parabolic capacitor yang biasa, with a dielectric lah, with a dielectric, it is this part. But bila dia tak ada dielectric ataupun just normal air, it's this. Okay, it's this part. Okay, so epsilon R ni can be equal to epsilon naught A over D, epsilon, okay, per epsilon naught A over D. So this is daripada asalnya C over C naught. Okay, masukkan je dia punya value epsilon A over D. So you can cancel out the A dengan D to get dia punya value of epsilon R equal to epsilon over epsilon naught. Okay, so therefore, if you want to find the dielectric, the normal dielectric, okay, dielectric lah. So the epsilon here, okay, epsilon here is the combination of dielectric with the air lah. So epsilon is equal to epsilon R, epsilon naught. Okay, so this is the combination bila ada dielectric and also air. So that's why we write our capacitor C bila kita masukkan dielectric is equal to epsilon R, epsilon naught A over D. Okay, so you can also write this as the ratio of voltage lah, of kita punya voltage V0 over V. So dari mana datangnya sini? Again, because we know epsilon R equal to C over C0, we know that Q equal to CV, or same capacitor, Q sama dengan CV0. Okay, CV0 untuk V0 here lah, untuk V0. Okay, dia pun Q pun Q0 lah. Okay, so C equal to Q over V, C equal to Q over V, and C0 equal to Q0 over V0. But because the charge is the same, so Q equal to Q0 lah. Okay, the same charge tak akan meningkat ke apa. So you ada Q over V, okay, over Q0, V0, because again the charge is the same, I can cancel out. So I can dapat epsilon R, my dielectric constant, equal to V0 over V. Okay, so that's why dapat sini V0 over V lah. And sebab V is equal to ED, okay, same distance, so I can also write V0 equal to E0 D. So substituting V0 sama dengan E0 D, over V equal to ED, you can cancel out the E, dapat you can cancel out the D, dapatlah what you call E naught over E. Okay, it's a simple substitution. I shouldn't show you this, but simple sangat. Okay, so these are the values of the dielectric constant. So dielectric constant can be equal to the ratio of capacitance, or the ratio of the voltage, or the ratio of the electric field, depending on soalan nak apa. Okay, depending on what the question wants lah. Okay, so again, it is unitless, n is greater than 1. Okay, so when soalan minta cari dielectric, you should know that dielectric you should be more than 1, it should be less than 1 lah. If you got something less than 1, should be something wrong with your punya calculation. Okay, so you punya but this is the dielectric lah, dielectric. For permittivity of air ke apa, okay, epsilon naught permittivity of air, sepatutnya you akan dapat 8.85 times 10 to the power negative 12. Kejap, bukan air vacuum. Okay, sorry, silap sikit. Sorry, betul. Sini vacuum. Okay, sorry, it's not air, it's vacuum. Sorry, saya yang silap. Okay, it's in vacuum, betul. Kalau dalam vacuum, it should be less than 1 lah. Okay, so this is the epsilon naught, which is the permittivity. Okay, permittivity of free space. So this one nampak sangat lah, the less than 1. So epsilon is the permittivity of a dielectric material. Epsilon R pula is what we call the dielectric constant. Okay, so epsilon tadi is the permittivity of dielectric. Macam saya kata, we calculate here from the combination of air atau vacuum dengan kita punya dielectric material. So epsilon is a combination of kita punya dielectric constant with permittivity of free space. So sini ada free space epsilon naught, so this is epsilon R. Okay, so let's try to do question number 11 and 12 to test lah pemahaman kita on kita punya parallel plate capacitor. Okay, parallel plate capacitor. So I'll give you time to pause and try to do it before we begin. Okay, so pause lah jap. Okay, hopefully korang dah pause. So let's try to do it with the same. Let's try to do it together lah. So piece of paper 3 cm width. Okay, so width dia adalah 3 cm width. Okay, thickness pula adalah 1.8 times 10 to the power negative 3. Okay, centimeter, which is dia punya thickness. And also length dia adalah 102 cm is in length. It's placed between two metal foil lah. So you ada you punya capacitor and dia bubuh paper tu. Okay, dia bubuh paper here, dia bubuh paper. Okay, paper tu ada dimension yang saya tulis sini lah. Okay, if the dielectric constant of the paper is 2, so kita punya epsilon R dielectric constant is 2, what is the capacitance of the capacitor? Okay, so this experiment is conducted in vacuum. So again, vacuum kita ada ni lah, kita punya dielectric permittivity of free space ataupun permittivity in vacuum lah. Okay, so we know that kita punya capacitor here bila dia bubuh dielectric adalah C sama dengan epsilon A over D. Okay, which we can expand into epsilon R, epsilon naught A over D. Okay, so how do we determine daripada sini manakah area, manakah dia punya distance D? So area is what? Area is length. Okay, it's length times the patutnya width lah kan? Length times the width. Okay, so the distance D here, distance D of here kan, should be defined as the distance macam mana capacitor ni daripada capacitor ni towards the other. But what I call the capacitor now kita dah bubuh dielectric, so the dielectric becomes kita punya D. Okay, the dielectric punya length here becomes kita punya D. Sebab apa? The dielectric by definition, okay, provides mechanical support between the plates. Okay, so that the plates is close together. So plate here punya D is close by kita punya capacitor. So apakah dia punya D here, dia punya D here is actually dia punya thickness. Okay, the thickness of kita punya paper here would provide our D lah, thickness equal to D in this case. Okay, sebab kita dah bubuh dielectric kita. Okay, so masukkan semua formula kita. So epsilon R kita adalah 2, epsilon naught adalah 8.85 times 10 to the power negative 12. Kita punya area tadi is kita punya length, which is 102 times 10 to the power negative 2. and kita punya width adalah berapa? It's 3 cm. Okay, so tepi sikit. So kita punya 3 times 10 to the power of negative 2. Okay, divided by kita punya distance d again. Distance d here sepatutnya the distance between the plates lah. But now when you bubur a capacitor, the distance is what you call bridged by the thickness of the paper lah. Okay, so kita boleh guna thickness of the paper as kita punya value of d. So it's 1.8 times 10 1.8 lah. Betul lah, thickness 1.8 times 10 to the power negative 3. So when you put this all together, barulah you dapat capacitor U, which is equal to 30 nanofarad. Okay, 30 nanofarad lah sepatutnya korang dapat. Okay, so that's for question 2. Untuk kita tengok sikit lah. Okay, if contohnya dia tak bagi the distance between the plate, macam mana? So if dia tak bagi distance between the plate, actually when you bubuh a dielectric, it can provide as a mechanical support. So that becomes you punya D in this case lah, the thickness of the paper. So if you dapat 3.01 times 10 to the power of negative 10 pun, farad pun boleh. You just divide it by 10 to the power of negative 9. Okay, 10 to the power of negative 9. In this case to get kita punya nanofarad kita lah. Right. So that's for question number 11. So let's try to do question number 12. Again, you can try to pause the video first. Okay, before we do. Okay. Okay, dah pause dah ke before you do? Okay, hopefully korang mendengar cakap lah, korang bukan just teruskan the video. Kalau korang teruskan video tanpa buat, you won't learn anything lah. Okay, so now let's consider paraplate capacitor in a vacuum with capacitance C sama dengan 100 microfarad. Okay, so this is the plate in vacuum. Okay, dia bagi area kita sama dengan 0.18 meter square and dia bagi dielectric constant of 7, quite big. Okay, so calculate the separation between the plates. Kiranya dia nak calculate value of D lah kan. Okay, so we know sekarang ni bila dia bubuh dielectric masuk ke dalam kita punya capacitor, dia bubuh dielectric, kita punya C is equal to epsilon A over D lah. Okay, so epsilon ni pula is a combination of epsilon R dengan epsilon naught. Okay, so epsilon R, epsilon naught A over D. So sekarang nak cari D, so D is equal to epsilon R, epsilon naught A over C. So D is equal to epsilon R berapa? 7. Epsilon naught, permittivity of free space, times 10 to the power of negative 12. Darabkan dia punya area, dah diberi 0.18. Here the area, dia bagi 0.18. Okay, 0.18 divided by the capacitor yang bagi adalah 100 times 10 to the power of negative 6. Okay, so sepatutnya from here you can get dia punya distance of 1.12 times 10 to the power of negative 7 meter. So that's our distance D lah. Distance D. Okay, so for question B, determine the strength of the electric field formed if a 12 volts potential difference is applied to the capacitor. So sekarang ni you punya capacitor, katakan I'm connecting it to a battery of 12 volts. So again macam mana? Negative, positive akan ada electric field. So akan ada dielectric jugalah here, you bubuh dah dielectric. So sekarang ni dia nak kita punya strength of electric field. So sebab sekarang ni kita pun masuk dalam paraplate. Remember back paraplate macam mana dia punya potential V. Okay, VU you jangan pula electric field you jangan pula KQ over R square kan. So bila you masuk dalam paraplate, it's V equal to E D. So to find kita punya strength of an electric field, it's V over D. So V kita, voltage kita adalah 12 over kita punya distance of 1.12 times 10 to the power of negative 7. So sepatutnya the strength of electric field you get here is 1.07 times 10 to the power 8 voltmeter negative 1. Okay, so that's for question B. Now question C. Describes two methods that increase the capacitance without increasing the area of the capacitor. So again, referring back to our C sama dengan epsilon R, epsilon naught E over D. How can we increase kita punya C tanpa increasing area here? So the area here kita try to remove here. So again from here you can see we can actually decrease. Okay, so the first method is decrease the separation of capacitor D. And the second part, okay, so you can decrease the capacitor, the separation. Then kita boleh buat apa? We can actually masukkan epsilon R kita yang lagi besar. Okay, so the second part, I can actually increase my epsilon r. So the second part is actually inserting a dielectric with greater value, okay, of epsilon r. Okay, so that's one of the two ways to increase dia punya capacitance without kita increasekan dia punya epsilon, without kita increasekan dia punya area. Okay, so hopefully you've learned on how to do the paraplate capacitor. So try to do all of the question. If you have any question, please you can ask me lah. Okay, any part kalau you tak faham. Okay, so I hope to see you guys again soon on our next hour, which is our chapter 3 lah, introduction for chapter 3, which is the direct current. Okay, see you guys again soon. Bye.